What's up, everybody? It's Halloween. It's spooky good deals here at Empire Music with Old this week. Yeah, it's cheesy, I know. All right, October's coming to an end, but the trade-ins do not stop. Go to empiremusic.com. Tell us about your trade-in, the trade-in portal. We have so much cool stuff here. I keep saying every week, I'm like, just get to walk into the showroom and it's just like every day there's something new planted somewhere really cool. This week's used collection is gonna be a tough one to beat. I'm not gonna lie, I'm really excited about it. So go to Empire Music, get the trade-ins. Let's go through this series of guitars because, you know, try to keep these to like 10 minutes, but sometimes there's less to talk about. This week there's a lot. Let's start with this guy here. Vintage 1964 Fender precision bass, the holy grail of Motown, is here in Empire. An alder body, Brazilian rosewood fingerboard, all original pickup. You got to talk to Anthony about this instrument specifically. You're into it. You know, when you think about RELIC guitars and the custom shop and what they're striving for, and then you get an original piece in like this. This is obviously a guitar that's been played for a lot, and a thin lacquer finish, and an instrument this old. It's just lightweight, it's comfortable, it sounds great. Anthony was going through its paces here the other day and comparing it to some 58s. So I'm sure he can give you some good insight. But you know, we have a 66 Strat in stock right now. We have this 64P. We have like a early 50s Ghost Label Guild. We're getting some cool older guitars in. We're happy to talk vintage with you if you want to do it. It's a place that we're happy to engage while we don't, over time, haven't historically gotten a ton in, but as we do more and more trades, more and more cool stuff's coming in, and this thing is just lights out. Just a beautiful instrument, the sound of the most important records from that era for sure. So if you love that James Jamerson tone, here it is for you. Now, so that's vintage. This is a gorgeous NOS precision bass. This is the 1966 P bass, alder body, 3-color sunburst. It's a beautiful finish, glassy finish here, absolutely beautiful. It's a 6570 hand wound precision pickups with the covers on it, obviously. Rosewood fingerboards, 7 1/4 inch radius. Great weight on this. This is gorgeous. I mean, like this, like you can obviously see the inspiration, right? It hasn't changed much over the years, and that's because this is a sound that we want. Really, really great feeling instrument. I mean, what I will say, our process on used guitars, when they come in, we really tear them apart, put them back together, and dial them in totally before we even list them to make sure everything's expert on them. And if you go to our listings, Aaron has a section in there. It's like, you know, with the notes before all the individual like line item specs, tells you if there's any blem or ding, and then we highlight them in the photos. We really go above and beyond, give you a super authentic and expert description of the instrument. This is beautiful, really great modern custom shop piece here. This is a cool one we got from Taylor. It's a prototype 224 from Taylor Guitars. So this is a solid mahogany top with layered, I'm sure this is gonna be perfect without reflections, layered quilt sapele back and sides, kind of like a stained mahogany neck, Expression System 2 electronics package, original case included. You know, Taylor does a lot of stuff in these 100 and 200 series, which have solid tops. They have a layered back, but it's still an all wood back. It's a poplar core with sapele on the interior and exterior veneers. Much different than what we've known to be like this. This is a true laminate. A lot of times lamination has become plywood, you know, which is much different. That's a different story, right? So here you have an ebony fingerboard and bridge. You have an all wood guitar. They arch the back to give you more warmth. Mahogany on the top gives you a roundness to it. So it's not gonna be as loud as a spruce guitar, but it's gonna give you this lushness that is really unique. The ebony fingerboard and bridge is a really pro playing experience. Beautiful instrument. You know, I mean, great for stage, for recording at home, playing live as your primary guitar, as a backup guitar, wherever it kind of would fit in your collection. Another Taylor. This is a 362 CE V-Class. So this guitar is a 2022, and Taylor owns the 12-string market. They make the easiest playing 12 strings. It's really not even close. Not a debate. This has a solid mahogany top, solid mahogany back, so made in the USA, all solid wood. The V-Class bracing, And the V-class bracing is going to give us a fullness and a roundness. It takes a little bit of that chiminess that if you think of X-braced, like guitars from the 90s from Taylor, it might have a little glassiness up top that you didn't prefer. This is going to round that out. They also make a 12 fret design, so the neck and the body meet at the 12th fret. What does this do? It brings the first fret closer to us, so when you're playing the guitar, you notice that F chord's not so pesky anymore. It moves the bridge back because the neck is shifted this way, which gives us more bottom end. And other than that, the only thing it's going to do is kind of change a little bit of our orientation up here. So if you're, I don't think too many of us are shredding Sweet Child of Mine on our acoustic 12 string, but if we are, it's going to feel a little weird here because your 12th fret is at the body and it's not up here. But you get the expression system too. It's one of the most reliable 12 strings. It stays in tune, it plays great, it's easy to hold, sounds great live. And it's cool because when you're, oftentimes you get these 12 strings, they're made like massive boats, and you hold them and it's up like this, and it's like you play one note and it's really loud. So if you like to play and sing, this gives you a more achievable partner to sing with because it isn't going to be as loud and nuts. So really, really cool there. All right, now coming on over this way, let's do it. The Gretsch custom shop master built caddy bow from Gonzalo Madrigal builds. I mean, he is a killing builder. This is in a faded TV yellow. The throwback P90s in there. You know this from Billy Gibbons, right? That's his kind of one of his signature looks from ZZ Top. This is made with Kalamazoo, Michigan, so really historical wood, Brazilian rosewood fingerboard. Unbelievable build on this. Just the quality, you can just feel it the second you touch it. Is interesting as the body shape is, or is unique, or is odd, however you want to take it. It doesn't feel weird in hand. This is one of those guitars that's like, when you look at a Flying V and you pick it up and then you like want to sit down with it or something, you just kind of don't know what to do. You end up doing this kind of weird thing with the Flying V. With this guitar, it fits at all the points against your body in natural spots. So it isn't weird to sit with. Obviously a super cool stage guitar, really, really premium instrument. And Gonzalo is, I mean, if you follow Gretsch at all, really honest recreations, phenomenal feeling, beautiful, beautifully, expertly done guitars. Man, we got some flashy electrics this week, I'll tell you that. This is an ESP M1 George Lynch, I think it's 2012. Flame Tiger stripes. Seymour Duncan Screamin' Demon. One of the greatest rock and roll shred guitar players of all time. Maple neck. I think it's medium jumbo frets. ESP Japan makes, I think, probably out of the box the best guitars. I mean, it's like when you get a guitar from there, ESP USA and Japan, like like just open it up, tune it, and it's done. It's just, they're just unbelievable. This is one of those guitars that if you know what it is, you know what it is. You know, there's not a lot of gray area. It does have an adjustable truss rod that's tucked underneath there, but this thing rips. Volume up. That's it. That's the spec. You know, if you're trying to massage this bad boy, you're going to be disappointed. A really, really cool instrument. I love ESP guitars. Fender Custom Shop. Look at this. We've got some classic Sunburst here. This is a closet classic 62 Strat with the hand-wound 62, 63 pickups. This has got a compound radius of 7 1/4 to 9 1/2, alder body, riffs on maple neck, so the most stable of the necks. Closet Classic gives us like a thin finish, some super light checking. The 7 1/4 to 9 1/2 inch radius is a spec that we use and Justin uses on the 59 Stratocasters that we have. So the 7 1/4, and this is, I'll take a moment here because sometimes we yell these specs out and some people, a lot of people know them, but not everybody does. I definitely didn't know them intimately forever until we started to sell a lot of Fender guitars. Is that a 7 1/4 inch radius is a rounder radius, which is great for chording. Really comfortable to chord, really natural. But when you have a really round fingerboard and you want to bend, what happens is it gets trickier because it pushes the strings underneath, you fret out easier. So when you move up to a 9 1/2 inch radius up toward this way, it starts to flatten out and it gives you a more easy playing experience for your lead guitar. Kind of matches how your hand flattens out as it moves up the neck. The 62, 63 pickups are really popular. It's just a very classic time in Fender. 3-color Sunburst makes everybody happy. Next up, an Empire 67 HSH Super Strat, roasted body, roasted neck, 9.5 to 14-inch compound radius, EVH Wolfgangs in the bridge and neck, the El Diablo in the middle. This thing is just, it rips. We designed this because it's cool. We love to be able to find guitars that fit certain players. Obviously, it's just like if you're looking for a classic Strat tone, this isn't it. But if you're looking for that hard rock tone and feel and experience in a Fender profile, this is it. The big headstock, just tasty. It's a super heavy Relic, aged black with a gold anodized guard. It's just badass. It's cool. I'm happy anytime we get these in, even on trade. And lastly, modern MIJ HH Jazzmaster. We just had one of these. You know how rare these guitars are? And we literally had a black one last week, and we got an Olympic Pearl in this week. Steve in Ohio will be giving me a call, I'm guessing, about this if it doesn't sell before then. The MIJ modern humbuckers. Japanese Fender stuff's so cool because for a long time, Fender Japan is so unique because it's kind of its own thing. A Fender owns it, but it kind of runs its own course. And for forever, and still to a lot of this point, like they love classic USA builds. They want the 50s style, the 60s style. They want to keep it tried and true. But over the years, the modernness and their forward thinking has shown, and now you get these guitars which are super cool. They're sought after over here. You know, rosewood board, locking tuners, 3-piece alder body. That's super cool. This thing is super clean. It's a beautiful instrument. So a lot of good guitars this week. Let's keep them coming. That's for sure. If you know, our Martin Custom Shop collection is growing, so we're taking trades. Our Gibson Custom Shop collection is growing. Our Fender Custom Shop is blown out, and we have an amazing, like almost 275 Fender Custom Shop guitars in stock right now. We're really, really proud of that. We want your trade-ins. Hit us up. Taylor, we have the first Taylor custom. I mean, our Taylor section has probably never been bigger. We're killing it. Hit us up. Go to empiremusic.com. Tell us about your trade-in on the trade-in portal. Hit us up at the shop at the chat, or 412-343-5299. We can get you this. Don't have a trade, don't sweat it. We'll gladly sell you one of these guitars, of course. Here at Empire Music. Thanks for watching.